On this episode of Take One, we've got everything you need to know about Jack's Urban Meeting Place coming up.
Plus, we'll take a look at some of the most ridiculous news headlines of the day, up next on Take One.
Welcome to Take One. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emma Richardson.
And I'm Laramie Lavala.
In an effort to remain relevant, this show has decided to become as vague as possible in order to aid future viewers in the understanding of our content. Effective eventually. We will begin to remove all clocks and watches from the studio in an effort to preserve the illusion that we exist at the same time as you, the viewer. Along with this, our jokes will now be longer and be funnier in case universal humor standards change. And finally, in order to accommodate any changes in language, we will now use only our minds to communicate with the viewers.
The Boise State varsity esports team is coming off another big week.
Let's hear about the highlights and matches coming up from Leonard Berry.
Thanks, Emma. The Broncos' fast start to the season continued in the NACE Rocket League round of 16 with a 4-0 sweep over Full Sail University. They will be back in action in the quarterfinals on Thursday, November 7th when they take on the Shawnee State Bears. You can catch that matchup in person or on Twitch, as it will be the appetizer for the main event Friday, November 8th at 5 p.m. when all three Boise State teams have a conference showdown with Wyoming. If you're in Boise, you can come on down to the arena downtown on 301 South Capitol Boulevard at the Boise State Venture College. And if you can't make it to the arena to watch in person, you can follow all the action on Twitch at twitch.tv/Boise State University. Laramie and Emma, back to you.
The city of Boise has a lot of interesting attractions around town. One of the more unique buildings is Jack's Urban Meeting Place. Let's send it to Roseli Guerrero for more details.
Have you ever wondered what JUMP is? Or more specifically, why it was built? Well, I'm here to tell you all about it. My name is Roseli Guerrero, and this is what to know about JUMP. Located on 1000 West Myrtle Street in downtown Boise, Jack's Urban Meeting Place, or more commonly known as JUMP, was built in 2015. Jack Simplot, a local Idahoan entrepreneur, had passed away in 2008, leaving behind his vintage tractor collection. JUMP was founded on the premise of giving his tractor collection a place to be stored and viewed by everyone in an exciting environment. It was considered to be a better option as opposed to having them sit in an average tractor museum. We Idahoans really love our tractors. Only in Idaho will you find a place like JUMP. My name is Roseli Guerrero, and this was What to Know About JUMP.
Sky is back on the street getting some interesting feedback. Let's take a look.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this segment. Can you do an impression of Cardi B for me? Wow.
Gotta get that money.
Hey, come out to Sport Derby Days, Sigma Chi. We're out here.
How do you feel about the geese on campus?
Oh, they suck.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of like a love-hate relationship, you know?
It's like when you're going to class and they're honking at you from the top of the library. It's like encouragement
It's
to
like
keep
a
going.
hello. All right. Can you do an impression of the geese?
Ever been stared at by a goose before?
Can you do an impression of the geese?
I think you're doing a better impression.
As usual, there has been no shortage of wild headlines in the news lately.
Let's toss it over to Ben Luca and Harley Cope for today's Vacant News Report.
Thanks, guys. Well, a new story has surfaced about an Australian man who stuck marijuana into his nose and then forgot about it for 18 years. Now, I'm no medical professional, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to snort weed. Anyway, during those 18 years of nasal neglect, he suffered multiple sinus infections and other nose-related health problems. You're definitely not supposed to be snorting weed. Apparently, the man was about to go to prison, and so his girlfriend gave him a parting gift of some weed wrapped in a balloon. The man proceeded to insert the boof balloon into his right nostril and then just forgot about it for 18 years. But hey, you know what they say, out of sight, out of mind. But seriously, did nobody find it suspicious at all when he kept asking his fellow inmates, "Hey dude, do I smell like weed?"
A man wearing a shirt reading, "It's not a crime unless you get caught," was recorded stealing from a vending machine at a laundromat in Missouri. He hasn't been caught yet, so the Missouri police chief says it's not a crime. Of course, the criminal who literally told everybody he was a criminal gets off scot-free, but I can't like my second cousin's picture on Instagram without my man acting like I'm Monica Lewinsky.
Police say a funeral in Eastern Germany ended in an involuntary drug high when mourners were accidentally served hash cake. Those in attendance say the funeral started a little slow, but they were happy to see it end on a high note. Look, I know we're talking about a funeral, and yes, it's sad, but I mean, by funeral standards, this is probably the best case scenario. And for those of you bakers out there watching this, remember you are in Idaho, so maybe don't try this one at home, or just go buy a shirt that says, "It's not a crime if you can't taste it."
A whopping 71% of Ivy League college freshmen put themselves in the top 10% of their class. Now, that's obviously not possible until you realize that they are all the 1%. Top 10, that's trade school talk. You know, honestly, they probably thought they were being modest, or maybe they just completely misunderstood the question. Quote, "Oh, you meant school? My bad. I am stupid rich, though." End quote.
Man, I wish I was stupid rich.
I'm just stupid.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emma Richardson.
And I'm Laramie LaValla. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.